Welcome back to Drifty Bits Racing, and I'm Jake. We are going to continue on with our tech inspections today. I've got two cars, one that is ready and one that's a little not. We'll pull it out of the Drifty Bits junkyard a little bit. So we're just going to go over, basically, this time we're just going to go over this check sheet real quick and actually physically show you what's going to get done on the car at a tech inspection. And then we'll break it down into individual sections and show you what we're looking at more specifically in later episodes as we do repairs. So we're not going to be focusing on the Thunderbird this time. That one will be for the actual repairs. There's a couple stuff on the Thunderbird that I need to fix. So I will include the battery portion just because that one I fixed already. So here we go. Let's go take a look. All right, here at the little junkyard area, you can see we've got a few cars as my tech sheet runs away. Now, we're going to tech Williams Mustang, and then I'll show you a couple things on the hatch. Our EH2 Civic Hatch, that is a long-term project if we decide to keep it. Now, it's got some hub bearing play, so I can actually show you that a little bit better. So first one is going to be driver safety. So let me go grab my helmet. All right, helmet. So, excuse the cover. I thought I needed a little bit more luck after all the fun stuff happened this past year. So, they're going to want to check your helmet to make sure that it is MSA certified. And on the old safety sheet, it says 2005. It is updated to 2010. So make sure we have a 2010 or newer. Inside your helmet, or on the back, it'll have a stamp that says the year and the SA rating. So mine is an SA 2010 or 2020, sorry. Inside there's also a sticker. So they'll be verifying that to make sure that your helmet is up to standard. Now, funny enough, for autocross, this helmet cover is okay. We don't throw too big of fits on it. NASA or any kind of racing where fire safety is highly scrutinized, this helmet cover would not be allowed, just because obviously it's not a real safe thing to have when it catches fire. So that's our helmet. That's our helmet. So we're going to go then to shoes. Got to have solid-toed shoes. So then we go into interior, and William has actually taken care of this on his already. The seatbelt has to work, has to retract, and has to have no rips or tears, and his is in good condition. His previous one was torn, which is why he's got a red one now. And we go back, proper roll bar. Obviously with a full car like this, you don't need a roll bar, so that one would get skipped. Seatbelts or seats mounted securely. We're going to take your seat, give it a shake. So his has the broken bracket, but it just keeps it from preventing from falling forward. It's not a huge concern in autocross sense. In road course, that would be a fail, but seat is firmly mounted to the car. Now, also interior, no floor mats. So you can see no floor mats on either side. If it doesn't have a pass-through, you can keep the one on your passenger side, but we still recommend to remove it. The ones behind the seats are okay, as long as they can't slide through underneath the seat as well. All right, next section is brakes. So one thing we'll do is while we're inside checking your interior, we'll also be pushing on your brakes, making sure they are firm and they don't have any slow leaks, like air in the line or anything like that. Then do a quick check of your rotors. Make sure there's any obvious visual cracks or any kind of distortions that we can physically see. Then we'll go inside the hood. We'll look at your brake master. We'll want fluid to be clear, not overly dark. So his, we should probably do a brake flush on soon, but it's okay. It doesn't look too horrible. My paper's running away. And we also check your brake lights to make sure they're functioning. You'll have to take my word on it, they do function. Then we go to wheels and tires. Make sure all the lug nuts are present, tires have adequate tread, and hubcaps removed. In this case, his have to be just because of the wheel design. And there's no cracks or any obvious damage. So a little bit of curb rash, we don't consider that any kind of obvious damage. So, then we go to steering and suspension. This is when our Civic will come into play here. So, what we're going to do, because this one I know has play, what we'll do here is we'll come here, we'll grab your wheel, and we'll shake it on the side and up top. Now if you listen, this has got some hub play. Now, primarily, there's no axle that holds that hub in tight. So, but this also has some upper ball joint play. Now, on the tires as well, you can see these tires are shot. So these would not be allowed to autocross in. And then shocks. We'll do a quick little visual look inside. Make sure there's no leaks, any obvious leaks. Like I said before, sweating is not a leak. There's always going to be a little bit of buildup up around the seal, especially on an older vehicle. Alright, and then engine drivetrain. So we're going to visually look, make sure there's no dripping leaks, no kind of puddles forming under the car. We'll take a glance under the car. No obvious leaks. Then we'll check your belt, make sure that it's not fraying, torn, or anything like that. Then batteries, this is a #1 fail. Remember, I keep saying that. I had to replace that on the Thunderbird, so I'll be showing a video of that one. Alright, so we're going to start with a battery inspection. So, like I said, that's a #1 common thing that people miss. Now, mine fails. I knew that buying the car, and so I had already been working on a way to do it. Even if I were to put the factory tie down in there, this battery is too small and is loose. So, we're going to have to sort that with a battery. Nice and easy little swap setup for us. So let me get that done real quick, and then I will show you how it's supposed to look. Alright, that's installed. So, the way we're going to check it, give it a tug. Make sure there's no play in it, no movement around. And like I said before, your positive terminal should have a cover on it. Not all cars do, so we don't make that a solid requirement. It's recommended just because it can short up on the bonnet or the hood. So if it does have one, please use it and utilize it. If it doesn't, we're not going to fail you for it. We'll just advise on it. So this battery's done. This battery's updated and fixed, so we can pass that on tech now. Another thing, it's a little bit harder to visualize on the Mustang because it's all tucked up inside there. We want to make sure that your throttle return spring works well. You can hear it snapping back. That just makes sure the throttle will return to 0 once you get off the throttle. We'll also do that with your pedal on the inside. Okay. Now, other one is window cracks. So, back to our Civic here. That's a fail. We would not allow that to autocross with us. That's obviously dangerous. Go to my TSX. This crack, if you can see it, maybe a little bit, goes right along the bottom here. That would be a pass. We'd tell you about it, but we assume you know about it as well. And that would be a pass because it's not interfering with the driver's line of sight. All right. So windshield wipers, obviously, you know how wipers work. Now, video devices. You cannot sit in your car and have you or a passenger sitting there holding the camera, because as you're driving around, it shakes around. It's going to make you all dizzy. I'm really sorry. You're going to be shaking around. You can't have it just kind of set on the dashboard, trying to make you look all cool while you're autocrossing around. No, it has to be securely mounted. Now, mine has a mount on the bottom for a vacuum, for suction cup, and it will mount up to the window. Obviously, I don't have it mounted now. Or I can mount it outside on the body, do all the kind of cool stuff and watch. But it has to be securely mounted, something that you don't have to maintain and control, and your passenger doesn't have to maintain and control. You guys have enough to worry about getting flung around on these seats. So that's our basic tech inspection, and that would call this car a pass. The Civic, obviously, it's missing a lot more than what you would want, but it would fail because of the ball joints and the windshield. So coming up, the Thunderbird needs some work. We will go more in depth of what you can check in, you can do at home, that anyone can do at home. All this stuff is easily done at home, so that you can be ready to take your car out autocrossing. So thanks for tuning in. I know this one's probably another shorter episode. Thank you all those that have subscribed. We're very close to the crazy 100 mark. For me, that's crazy. For now, let's keep building the channel. Let's keep going up and improving what we can do. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. Please like, comment, share, hit the little notification bell thingy, all the YouTube famous stuff that they want us to say all the time. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you guys out on track. You guys are cool. Have a great rest of your week, and let's go racing. Okay, I shouldn't have to say this, but I'm gonna say it. Wait, we're upside down. Next section is brakes. So, one thing we're gonna do, we're gonna come through, we're gonna push on your pedal, usually with our foot, make sure that it's firm. And I'm gonna have to redo all that because I just blocked you with the paper.